producer.
Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless. Bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me. I'm here for your elevation. Success ain't a destination. Ain't looking for reparations. Ain't looking for no type of savings. Back up the rest of my savings. Can't get no rest in the basement. Can't even lie to you, baby. Time that we spent was amazing. And I ain't trying to replace you for you. My mind is still racing. I lost a step, but I'm coming back. I used to put my heart all on display, but I'm done with that. Tired of these bonds that pop easier than bubble wrap. In my notes, like a group of sick, you see a bunch of rap. In the studio, I box the beat is just a punching bag. And for the guys, let them know I love them back. For all of y'all endeavors, I'm wishing you good luck on that. Shout out Q for the beat. This one a groove for the streets. You say you down with me, baby. You gotta prove it to me.
Yep. We are back Monday night live, and NBA Ball Central live podcast. Your boys, Phil and Elijah are here. John will not be able to make it tonight due to prior obligations. So hey, keep up the hard work, John. Keep doing you. Obviously, life happens. So hey, we'll see you next time. But hey, we're here to talk about some basketball. Just a reminder, Ball Central podcast. You can find us on all the podcasting platforms on audio, wherever they are podcasting. And then if you want to see us, our beautiful faces on visual, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So, yeah. Before we get into things, how are we doing, Elijah?
Chilling, man. I'm celebrating Women's History Month by eating food, because they be in the kitchen.
What food did the woman make today?
Asian food for my Asian brother.
Nice, good choice. Always a good choice with Asian food. If the restaurant or establishment is dirty and there's a kid working at the cash register, you chose a good spot. So we have a lot to talk about tonight and some other side stuff. For me, hey, Monday, we're in the month of March. Time is flying by with everything. Football season's gone, NBA season's almost at playoff time. March Madness is almost here as well if you're a college basketball fan. Caitlin Clark just broke the record for NCAA points, men's and women's, so shout out to her. But hey, we have a lot to talk about today. Speaking about breaking records like Caitlin Clark, LeBron, 40K. And with no surprise, because the Lakers are involved, they lost the game as well. So, yeah. Glad to see it happen. But if there was anyone to catch LeBron 40K, who do you think it would be?
Luka.
How long do you think it'll take him?
Same amount of time. There's no guarantee he plays that long, but he is the only he is setting records for averaging points per year. So
yeah, we know.
The record right now: LeBron, Kareem, Karl Malone, Kobe, Jordan, Dirk, Wilt, Shaq, Kevin Durant is the next closest active player at 9, but I don't know how long he has left. James Harden, the next active player at 21 with 25K. Russell Westbrook, 25K at 25. Curry, 23,000. Damn, I thought Curry would have a lot more by his age. I'm guessing those young rookie years kind of set him back a lot.
Yeah, he was hurt a lot when he was younger.
Right. Where's Luka at? I'm curious. Do you know how many points Luka has actually?
I'm Jack Black.
Total points. Luka total career points. Right now, he's at 10,930.
He's only 25.
He's only 25. So
Was good, Darian? And I'm talking about he just turned 25. He's younger than me.
oh damn. Oh yeah, so he has plenty of time. Yeah, I mean, I probably agree with you because not a lot of people are scoring at a higher clip as Luka, and he has green light every single time, and he is efficient with it. So if it's anyone, it's got to be Luka. But hey, LeBron 40K. I don't know if he gets to 50K, but obviously the Lakers aren't in title contention.
It's gonna take at least 5 years to get 10K.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be here for another 5 years.
Yeah, probably 2-3 max. 2 max. But hey.
I say 4 max, but I don't think he gets to 5.
Yeah. Hey, congrats to the King, well deserved. But there'll probably be someone somewhere on socials trying to discredit it. So it is what it is. It's the world we live in. So and then other stuff, let's see, we have
Double offensive player in the league, and that's a fact.
I mean, hey, triple doubles every night. He can not only score, he can pass, rebound, etc., etc. So, hey,
I think he's running for 3 30-point triple doubles in a row right now.
Right, there's the reason why he's in MVP consideration, even though the NBA is bullshitting with him right now. So, it is what it is. Completely bullshitting.
Yeah, we got to be honest with ourselves, man. Luka is the MVP, but
they don't want to, Jokic. I don't know what the NBA has against Luka. I feel like the NBA always loves Luka, use him as marketing piece every time they could. You see him on every NBA or basketball outlet. Why the sudden dislike?
I don't know what the agenda is. SGA is not the MVP at all. It's not even close.
I mean, Luka's outscoring him. Also, more rebounds, more assists. The only thing Shai has advantages is the winning. That's it.
His team has best two-way player this year. I disagree. Jokic has been a better two-way player than Shai.
Jokic has been locking down, no lie. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what. Maybe it's because it's hard to see what's the gripe with Luka for the NBA. I thought they would like him.
It's hard to find any other reason for Luka not to be MVP other than his record.
Right.
If we're being honest, if you flip the records and put the Mavs, what are they, first or second in the West? And you have the Thunder sitting in the 5 through 8 purgatory. Nobody's looking at Shai at all.
Yeah. I didn't Jokic win MVP at a 16 a while back ago?
Yes, he did. And so did Westbrook.
Luka should get the same grace. But hey, they're not ready to talk about that.
Nope, they're just gonna hate on him for what? Don't know.
Absolutely. It is what it is. Also, speaking about European players, Gilbert Arenas. I don't know if you saw that clip floating around. So basically, Gilbert Arenas is. We also have a clip of it on our TikTok and socials. Me reacting to it. Basically, Gilbert Arenas is blaming the lack of effort and tenacity on defense on the European players. He said the reason why there's been such high-scoring efforts is because of the European players. The way the offense is shooting threes, fast-paced because of European players, and there's not a lot of good, European defenders besides Giannis and Gobert. So basically, he thinks if the NBA wants to be considered a more defensive-heavy state to defense improve, less Europeans.
It can't be us Europeans. If the Europeans are better than the Americans, what are we saying here? It's hard to sit here and say that clip of the little nigga that looks like Luka. I don't know if that's actually his brother.
Oh, it's not?
Huh?
It's not?
It might not be.
Oh shit.
But we're seeing a clip of him going around versus a clip of because he was the first name that came in my head, Bronny going around which would I rather have right now? Taking the European kid. And it's if the European kid is better, I can't be mad at the fact that Europeans are taking over the league a little bit more.
Yeah. Plus, isn't 3 out of the 5 MVP candidates right now European? Luka, Jokic, Giannis. SGA is Canadian. He's not even American. So four out of 5 are not American.
Embiid, when he's healthy, he's not American either. He's Cambodian.
Right. Cameroon or something like that.
Yeah, Cameroon. Sorry.
Yeah. Is it Cambodia?
I don't know why I was the first thing that came in my head.
Because I'm Cambodian, so yeah, they appreciate you. Elijah knows.
He's not Cambodian, but
I know that because I am. That's the reason why you thought of it first.
Probably.
Shout out to you.
You're Filipino and Cambodian. I know that. Yeah.
I'm not even Filipino.
You're not Filipino?
No.
I thought you were.
I said that as a joke, but yeah.
Thank you. So you're Chinese and Cambodian?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, the star, the more you know, reading Rainbow. But yeah, it's for me, it's kind of weird that he said this, just because a lot of good players in the league are now European. A lot of prospects that are coming into like the next drafts, the next 2-3 years are going to be European. And also, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, sure, they're one of the best defenders in the league. Gobert is one of the defensive player award. How many times? 3, 4? Good, might be even more.
I think 3.
Yeah, 3. Oh, Wemby, European. He's leading the league in blocks. He has as many blocks in February as a lot of NBA teams themselves, and I'm pretty sure he's leading the NBA in like steals and blocks category. So, but hey, there's a lot of good players as well. Matisse Thybulle's European as well. A lot of other Europeans that can be known as defensive heavy or others. So, I just think that blame the Americans, in my opinion. The Europeans have been the last 2-3 years outshining the Americans, and you can see it in the All-Star debates. You can see it in MVP races. It's just been, I don't know, or maybe it could be just a new generation of basketball. Worry more about offense than worry about defense. It could be the new generation. He hasn't blamed those guys.
What I think it is, low key, is we gotta bring this into account. The fact that European rules are different than NBA rules. In Europe, just to give you some context, you could tap the ball. If it's hanging on the rim, you could tap the ball away. Another rule in Europe, where FIBA rules, is you catch the ball, it got to be on the ground immediately. In the NBA, you can catch the ball and take 2 steps and lay it up. Over there, you catch the ball, you got to hit the ground. Otherwise, they're calling travel immediately. So, like rules like that, when they're playing with rules like that over there, and then they come over here, the game is way easier to them. So I would say that's probably one reason why. But
Gilbert called them soft. It's crazy. He said, "What school?" Because they said you learn defense in college. What school do Europeans go to? I was like, it's called Union overseas. So
they play. But the thing is, Europeans also start playing pro at like 14 over there.
Let the Lithuanian grown men.
This is what I'm saying. So we're over here, and we have players that go to college all 4 years. They live, they do all of this stuff, and then they end up going overseas to play. These kids are getting out of 9th grade. They're finishing geometry homework and then going to play professional basketball sometimes over there.
That's grown-ass men.
Like, if we're being honest, it's a system glitch that they have that we don't have. Because we don't have kids in 9th, 10th grade they're finishing homework, going to play G League. They're not going to play Pro-Am. Like, they play high school ball, and that's it. So I think
they travel.
AAU, yeah, but they're not lifting like these kids are.
These
guys are over there. So yeah, they're gonna, like, Europeans right now. They have a very big advantage.
Right.
And I think the only way to fix it is to maybe we should start letting NBA players come out of high school again.
That's been a popular topic coming out of the NBA. They should.
Like, it just makes perfect sense for that to happen. So
right. So yeah, Gilbert Arenas, Batik. Also, a lot of players are getting hurt recently. One day, I know Trae Young got hurt a week or 2 ago, and then on the same night, a couple of days ago, 2 players went down with hand injuries. Scotty Barnes, Toronto Raptors, and a friend of the show, very, very popular topic on the show, Russell Westbrook. And last night, actually, Jalen Brunson goes down 17, 18 seconds into the game.
USA Network special event.
Yeah, I think we have to realize, though, that we're also in March. The season started in October, November. Yes. Wear and tear on their bodies.
It's injury bug season.
Yeah.
This time usually.
Yeah, this always happens too, because you'll look in fantasy and you'll start to see the top seeds now. Okay, we're missing a few players because injury, and it is what it is. Phil, you haven't beat. Embiid's been out for a while. You just got to weather the storm.
And I just lost Trae Young.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, see, it's that part of the season where it's like, okay, and keep in mind we're in March now. There's really only 6-7 weeks left,
And the playoffs start in 3 weeks for us.
Yeah. So like, there's only like 6-7 weeks left in the regular season.
I need this bye week badly.
We're getting to that point where if a player gets hurt and it's in a way that's going to keep him out 4 weeks, he's out for the season. So a lot of these injuries are probably getting a little, exaggerated. But it's that time of the season where players are going to start getting hurt. It's wear and tear. They've been playing. I think what are we at right now? Around 65 games ish, maybe more for some teams, maybe less for other teams. But
it's about the Celtics are at 60. So it's about 60, 61.
Nah, we're ahead of y'all.
Oh no, we're not. Yeah, 61.
We're 61. We're at 61. We play 62 tomorrow.
Yeah, so 60, 61 range.
So yeah, we're getting to that point of the year where players are just getting hurt. It's getting late, man.
Are you worried about the Knicks with Brunson at all? Because that looked like a nasty injury, but good news, it wasn't too serious. But there's no timetable for his return, and they already have no Randall, no Anunoby, and no Mitchell Robinson. And the Knicks might slip here in seeding if Brunson misses some time as well. So
the good thing about it is that the East is very forgiving when it comes to losing games this year.
They beat the Cavs without Brunson.
Like I said, they're the East is very forgiving right now. So I wouldn't trip if I'm the Knicks, you feel me? I'd rather just him get healthy. But Randall should be coming back soon anyway, so maybe Brunson sits out a little longer, just give him a little more rest for the postseason, because you can also, like I said, these injuries are getting exaggerated. So
damn, Julius Randle being the solo star, having all shots to himself, this might be nasty.
Yeah, it's scary. I'm not a Knicks fan, so it don't bother me.
This is gonna be nasty work. No Brunson, no OG, no Mitch Robinson. It's gonna be Julius Randle leading a team until Brunson comes back. Ooh. Stephanius Torrado is gonna be crazy. He'll have some good moments, but I'm excited to see it. So hey, we'll see. I'm just worried about the Knicks. Where are they right now?
I think they're fourth.
They're fourth. Yep, they're fourth. They're about 4 games behind the Bucks for the second seed. 2.5 games behind the Cavs for the third seed. And oh wow, as of right now, the Sixers are a half a game behind them. The Magic 1 game behind them. The Heat 2.5 games.
The only difference that the Knicks would have if they lose and slip to that 5th seed, because they're not flipping all the way to 6. Yeah. So if they slip to that 5th seed, then the only difference is they don't have home court against the Sixers.
Yeah, you don't think Miami could try to jump them because they're only like a game and a half behind? This is their season where they heat up. No pun intended. They usually heat up late season.
Yeah, they do. I don't think they're going to catch them, though. I think that Miami, granted, they heat up at this time of year, but their schedule's a little rough right now.
Oh, yeah.
We got to take strength of schedule into consideration. So I'm going to take the Knicks over the Heat at least. I think the Knicks still finish top 5. I actually don't even think Brunson's really going to be out for too long.
Yeah. Plus, the Sixers still don't have him beat, so they're going to struggle regardless.
Yeah.
Speaking of teams that are struggling, 2 teams we have on the list. The Pacers, ever since All-Star Weekend, offense has not looking good. Halliburton has had some nasty games. He had a game against the Pelicans where they lost by 30, and his line was 0-3-3.
Yeah, so
is he dealing with injury, or is it struggle for real?
It's struggle season now, especially for those younger teams. College basketball season is a completely different thing than the NBA season, and it takes a minute to adjust because you're going from 40 regular season college basketball games to March Madness. to 82 regular season games. Now in college, if you end up making the championship in March Madness, I think you're only playing a total of about 52 games, if that. We're past 52 now in the NBA. We're past 60 in the NBA. Like it's really grind time right now. So, and also travel in college, travel in the NBA, two different monsters entirely. Because I'm just gonna speak on Mavs because this last 4 games before, not even our last 5 games were super rough because we're talking about we were in Philly. Now we were in Philly. We were in Toronto. We went to Cleveland. Then we went to Boston. We played another game somewhere else. And then we had to fly back to Dallas for another game. Like that's a rough 5-game stretch.
Yeah.
5 games in 5 different cities and stuff.
Yeah. You're at home against Phoenix, then at Indy, at Cleveland,
Indy, that was the first game.
At Toronto, then at Boston. Yeah, that's everywhere.
Yeah. Indy, Cleveland, Toronto, Boston, and then back home. 5 games, 5 cities. That's not easy for anybody.
Yeah. So do you think there's any more to the Mavs struggles as well, or probably just travel?
I think that's the reason why our last 5 record looks the way it does. Because, like I just said, man, like we're talking about you're leaving Dallas, you're going to Indy, and then I think we had a back-to-back Indy and Cleveland. And we had a night off Toronto. I think we had a night off and then Boston.
Yeah. It was 25th in Indy, then 27-28 was Cleveland and Toronto, and then it was Toronto and then rest and then Boston.
And then I think we had 2 days rest in between Boston and Philly back home.
Yep.
But
first and third.
So we only had 1 day rest. But that 1 day is really used for travel. And I'm not making excuses for the team. We lost the games. It is what it is. But we got our next 2 at home, I think, or next 3. So
next 2, yeah.
Next 2.
Pacers Heat.
Yeah, so we're not stressing. But yes, we are in that end of the season. So D-Live is about to start feeling it too. Granted, he did take some games off earlier this year, but it's about that time.
Yeah. Also, everyone on the Mavs have a nasal injury apparently.
Apparently, everybody just keeps getting hit in the face. People getting sick. I don't know what's going on, man.
Luka, D-Live, and then someone else I believe has a nasal injury or face injury. I was like, damn, you all got Batman masks just flying around the facility? It's crazy. But from the Pacers, hey, they're a fairly young team. They just traded for Pascal Siakam. They're going to have their ups and downs, and lucky for them, they had a lot of ups in the first half of the season. And also bad for them, they're experiencing a lot of their downs when you need to have these ups, especially when you're fighting for playoff positioning. So it's one of the things with young teams, especially with Halliburton, a young player like him, Mathurin, Aaron Nesmith. Miles Turner has been here before, Pascal Siakam, etc. So they know what to expect. But majority of the roster, a good amount of that roster is young, so they're feeling the ups and downs of being a young team. And it's for the Mavs. I agree with the whole travel thing. They just need to bunker down, get some rest when needed, and figure this shit out. This team is very well rounded. Scorers with Kai and Luka, defense, big men. PJ Washington, although he had not been like an efficient scoring presence, he's been there on the defensive side a lot for the Mavs. So they just gotta hunker down and figure it out before playoffs. Because they are the 6th seed still, I believe.
I think we're actually at 7 right now, but we're 8.
Yeah. And the Warriors and Lakers are 1.5 games behind.
Thing is, the Warriors and Lakers are not going to catch us. Regardless of record, both of those teams are just not going to be able to get out of that 9-10 purgatory.
Especially after the Sunday. Speaking of the Warriors, this Sunday, I don't know if you watched.
Probably not. I didn't watch it. Nope, I didn't watch
it. You didn't watch it? So, belt to ass, Celtics. 80-something points to the Warriors, 39 points at half, and then they finished with a 50-plus point blowout. The third 50-plus point blowout for the Celtics this year. I think the most in an NBA season. So I don't know. I hate whenever the Celtics are like the favorite or like not the underdog because they always perform better as an underdog. But this team right now is very scary. They're hitting on all cylinders. The chemistry there, offense and defense are clicking. They're like third in defensive rating and one in offensive rating. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are doing their jobs, being leaders. Derek White off the bench, not off the bench, but as a de facto facilitator and scorer as well. Drew Holiday, just everyone is playing their job. Defense, big men is doing well. Xavier Tillman is another Al Horford, which is scary. If he could hit his threes, it could be very, very scary. I just don't. I just feel like the only people that can beat them or like have a good chance of beating them is the Denver Nuggets because they're obviously the champs and Jokic is one of the best players in the league. But besides that, this is their season. The only people that are going to beat them that isn't the Nuggets are themselves. So, and they usually do kind of play against them all the time themselves. So I didn't want to say a certain phrase to be awesome. But
I disagree about the only team being able to beat them being the Nuggets, but I'm not gonna get into that too much because y'all are on a streak. I don't want to tear y'all down at all. I want to actually.
If you're being honest,
I want to celebrate the fact that you guys are on like a 10, 11 game win streak right now.
11, yeah.
Congratulations. Only thing I will say is that there's a lot of pressure on the Celtics, a lot more pressure than people really realize. Keep in mind, they are filming a documentary on the Celtics right now. And obviously, you know how documentaries go. They're filming the person that they think is going to win. Okay, they did it. Quarterback, they did it. Okay. There's a NASCAR show. I forgot the name of it. I'm trying to think of it. But it's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's actually a good show. But there's playoffs in NASCAR. It's 3 race playoffs. Each round of the playoffs, they were told to, we're going to film the people that we think are going to make it to the next round. We got to the Final Four of the championship, and there was one guy in there who didn't get any screen time. And everybody was wondering why. Nobody thought he was going to make it to the Final Four. That's why. So they film who they think is going to win it. They're filming the Celtics right now. There's a lot of pressure on you guys.
Yeah, apparently like a Last Dance-esque documentary, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're not even a first dance. What are we talking about here? Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot more pressure than people realize just because whether Jason Tatum is one of the most criticized stars in the league right now. If he has a bad game, it's all over socials. If he has a good game, it's not talked about as much as other players. It's just, I just don't like. Usually they play better as underdogs. That's why I like. But this team does have the chance. They're odds favorites for a reason. They're playing like it, but it all depends. The playoffs are a different breed. You could run into the Bucks. You could run into the Heat, which they've always been a thorn on the Celtics side. It's in the East. In the Knicks, when fully healthy, they can be competitive as well. There's plenty of options in the West. Nuggets, Clippers, etc., etc.
I feel like the biggest threat, though, your biggest 2 threats are the Bucks and the Heat. The Heat just always seem to find a way to win against you guys.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the playoffs, obviously the pace of the game changes, meaning that players like Giannis, who dominate the game so much, but they can't play he can't play the 44, 45 minutes he can play in the playoffs. He can't do it during the regular season because of the pace of the game. But when the game slows down, yeah, these guys can go to full 48. Not the full 48, but a very solid amount.
Yeah. But hey, there's plenty of time and before playoffs. We got to see the push. Celtics do have like a tough 5-game stretch, even though it hasn't been tough for the box score. Oh, they also clinched the playoffs right now. I think the first team to clinch playoff seed. So hey,
yeah,
nothing. See, they have a very daunting schedule as well. These 5 games: Mavericks, Warriors, the Cavs. Which Donovan Mitchell is missing 3 more games apparently. So no Donovan Mitchell, which is very scary for the Cavs because I feel like that's their only source of offense. Garland has been iffy. Mobley, Jarrett Allen's iffy as well. The Nuggets 2 days after, and then Phoenix 2 days after that. So the 5th, 7th, and 9th, Cavs, Nuggets, Suns. So we'll see how they perform on those days. So I'm excited to see it as of so far. But I'm very happy with the Celtics team. Kristaps Porzingis. Whether or not I feel like Marcus Smart was like the DeMar DeRozan for the Raptors. The trade that launches them into the finals contention, and sadly enough, it had to happen. If you want to win championships, you have to make sacrifices, and Marcus Smart was one of them. Even though I miss him, pain. But hey, we'll find out if it was worth it or not. I mean, as of right now, I think it's worth it. It's 20 something and good amount of blocks as well. So he's performing very well. So before we get into everything else, we do have a grind our gears as well. We try to do this like once a week to try to blow off some steam from the NBA because it's not perfect. There's are some things that you can get legitimately upset about. So, do you want to start off, Elijah, or should I?
Go ahead.
Me? Okay. Let's see. Something that grinds my gears. Actually, we talked about it earlier. The MVP committee. Whoever decides. I don't know if it's a group of journalists or a group of column writers or whoever, coaches, etc., but let's be consistent with MVPs and MVP voting or how we decide who wins awards, etc., because obviously we're not paying attention to everything. We're paying attention to who's popular or who's most liked because SGA is like a darling in the NBA media. You barely see anything said bad about him from NBA socials, Twitter, etc. Jokic, he's there as MVP. And Giannis, everyone loves Giannis, so he's not going to get much flack. But the players like Luka, Tatum, and others, they're going to get criticism when they need it and don't need it. So it's just kind of frustrating to see certain players not get their certain treatment as other star players. So that's one of the things that grinds my gears about the NBA so far.
All right. Something that grinds my gears talking NBA. I'm gonna just say it, and it's sad because I actually contradictory that I'm a Mavs fan, but I'm a fan of this player. But he does piss me off so much. Devin Booker.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say TSJ.
Who?
I thought you were gonna say Tim Hardaway Jr.
I'm saving that one.
Gotcha.
I'm a fan of Devin Booker because I do love pure scoring. He's just. I'm not getting into an explanation. He's just a bitch. I hate him. I hate the fact that I'm a fan of him because he's such a pure scorer that I just love watching his game. But he really is just he's a bitch.
Was it because why are you double teaming in pickup or?
I mean that's a reason, but nah, he's just
everyone wants to talk to it when they're up.
It's just watching his attitude this year has just been pissing me off.
Also, I feel like ever since they played the Bucks, the Suns have been villains in the finals. Ever since.
Yeah, the Suns have been villains since that year because I don't know why they won a game and started to work out, post that to their socials. That was really gay of them to do. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
Well, we just lost a viewer, so we had two, now we had one. Hey, 2024, everyone should be made fun of. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that was kind of weird of the Phoenix Suns to do that, and plus the whole interaction with Luka. They were up what, 3-1? Was it or 2-1 against the Mavs?
Huh?
What was the lead for the Suns when he was doing the Luka treatment? Meme thing.
I think they was up 3-2.
3-2, and then after that, Luka said everyone was tough when they're up, and then beat him Game 6, then torched them on their home floor Game 7. So yeah, I agree. That Ayton had that problem as well. I think it was only Booker and Ayton because everyone else, yeah. I don't really feel Chris Paul is always going to be annoying because it's Chris Paul, but I feel like it was mainly Booker and Ayton. But hey. Another one for just the last one before we go into the games for me, and then Elijah go the second one. Let's see. I'm gonna say.
He's looking to big elbow by Knight.
Actually, NBA socials just in general, NBA Twitter. I think Waleed had this take a while back ago. Let's not, blindly follow opinion on socials without the proof first. For example, people saying, I saw this random stat. Derek White has more blocks this year than Giannis Antetokounmpo, and that's just even though that stat is true, it's they're showing that to say, hey, Derek White a better defender than Giannis Antetokounmpo? It's just misleading on socials, and we obviously know that's not the case. Even though Derek White's been having a great season, I'd rather have Giannis as a defender than Derek White. But let's pump the brakes as well on certain stuff on socials, trying to pinpoint weaknesses in players to make you think they're not as good as other players, or pitting another player against each other. Even though that's just sports in general, we like to compare and contrast. But trying to say Derek White is the better defender or better shot blocker than Giannis is wild. So let's pump the brakes on socials.
Yeah. Social media narratives always try to kill the game, and it's annoying. That's why I don't pay attention to that shit. I just ask questions. I don't have any narratives to push. Get into the last thing that grinds my gears. And it starts with him, but it's ending with every player in the league like this. It starts with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's gonna end with players that are like D'Lo, Austin Reeves, these players that get dangled during the trade deadline. Sorry, I don't know why that was such a tongue twister. But you perform so well before the deadline, and it's like, damn, I don't want to trade you. Why would I trade you? Deadline passes, and you turn into garbage dumpster juice. And it's like I was advocating so much for THJ just for him to turn into your average LA fitness hooper. And it's terrible. But
No, from the volume on that one. If we get a song on YouTube.
I was
like, hold on.
I got roped into the commercial for some reason.
5 seconds. Gotcha. Copyright.
But yeah, like literally, it's just I hate players like this, and I hate that it comes to this. Like, why can't y'all just perform all year? Because now it's like deadline passed, but when the new season starts, what's stopping us from trading you now?
Right, off season, As soon as our season ends, we can trade you.
I think maybe it's the fact that the players don't want to move during the middle of the year because their kids in school and everything. But
that's job security.
But when you play like this, your job security, your team morale, your front office morale, feel me? They were happy with you before. Right now, they're probably content with you. And in a few weeks, if you keep performing like this, it's going to be like, okay, they're disgruntled. Yeah. Okay. They're upset. They're going to want you to have a change of scenery. And they're going to want to bring in a piece who's actually going to be consistent. Yeah. And, I'm trying to give you grace. You feel me? If it's a slump, I'm trying, I'm hoping it is. And I'm hoping you pick it back up. But,
what's the window? How long do you give it for THJ?
Another 2 weeks. Another 2 weeks to say, okay, this is not a slump.
Thinking every possession is going to be the All-Star game with him, Dion Waiters.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same THJ anymore, man.
Yeah. But hey, so, well, we're breezing through the pod today. So hey, we were gonna do grid, but I wanted to try to stray away from doing the same thing over and over again. So, I want to bring up a random topic. Elijah, how'd you feel during school lunches? Did you at least have like a certain group you want to sit with, or your boys, whatever, whenever you're in school?
No, it's funny. I was the popular loner kid, so I could sit with anybody. But most of the time, I just sat with nobody. And senior year, lunch period was like 45 minutes to an hour. Senior year, I probably hung out with my girlfriend for like 20 minutes, and then went to sit by myself, chill by myself.
Yeah. I'm
I don't know why I'm sitting here giving my life story like this, bro.
Hey, it's a podcast. It's Ball Central. The better they know us, the better they feel like they could connect with certain things. So thank you for sharing your story, sir. So this has been floating around on socials. Which NBA table would you sit at? So I'm gonna pull up the picture. See right here. Share screen. So we're gonna do which table would you most likely sit at, and which table would you least likely? Which I'm pretty sure the answer is easy for least likely here. Um,
Least likely for sure. Yeah. I don't know how they got inside of a school. Period.
that was one of the tweets. But so Elijah, which table would you most want to sit at if you walked into this lunchroom?
If I'm walking into this cafeteria, I'm probably going to 7 because that's where the only female is.
But yeah, if you go against the
who's this guy in the middle on 7 though? I don't know who that is.
That is, I believe, Hansel Emmanuel. You know the guy that gets compared to Jalen.
Oh, I ain't going to that table. No, I ain't going to that table.
I think that's Hansel Emmanuel. I could be wrong though. So if it's not, I apologize.
All right, so this is what I see here.
It's crazy.
I'm not sitting at 2.
No.
I'm not sitting at 4.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
6 would probably be a funny table, but nah. 5 actually looks like it'll be the best table to actually sit at. Oh. If this was real life, it'd be the best table to actually sit at. They're not gonna be fighting. They're gonna be chilling. They're gonna be like, I think people forget like, yo, Ja lives like he wants to be a rapper. Miles Bridges actually lives like a rapper. You feel me? Who's this other guy here?
I think that's Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, definitely a bunch of woman beaters. But I mean, not Ja. Ja just guns and cameras. Yep. But like, 5 would actually probably be the best table to have regular conversations at.
You wouldn't want to sit with Luka?
Can I finish?
Oh, sorry, my fault.
So yeah, 5 would probably be the best regular conversations at. 7, I mean, you got the only female there, but I don't want to sit with Jaylen Brown. I think that's the issue, is Jaylen Brown. I don't like Jaylen. Yeah. Like, I don't like Tatum, but I don't like Jaylen Brown more.
Damn, what is it fucking for?
I'm definitely not sitting with CP, Harden, and Daryl Morey. That's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is with table 1 is like Luka and Book hate each other. Then you throw PG in the mix. I don't know who PG hates at that table.
Probably Luka, because Clippers.
Yeah, it's possible, but I think he also hates Book too. But I'm gonna go 5 here.
Okay.
There's no women around anyway, so off the strength of 5, it would probably actually be a fun table to be around.
I was about to say it's ironic to have Giddey and Karl Malone at the high school lunch table, but for me, I'm gonna say 6, just because yes, Bol Bol's there, and Shaq said, you know, Wemby and Bol Bol are similar in that whole remark, but Shaq at a table, I'm pretty sure it would be hilarious. Of who's the other 2, because if it's just like inside the NBA, the TNT cast, I feel like there's gonna be good jokes. Plus, I feel like just with Wemby, you know, international player as well, maybe some swag to him. Who knows? He could be funny. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked into like what Wemby does in his spare time or who he is as a person. So it could be funny. But the main reason, Shaq. He's one of the most entertaining NBA players of all time, and I think it would be a good table to sit at. But also 7 is hilarious because Jaylen Brown, they're basically the same person, Jaylen Brown and Hansel Emmanuel. And plus, Elijah, if you sit with Taylor Rooks, you're probably going to guarantee what our podcast going to be number 1 in like a year or so. So you're gonna give her crazy promises like what Jaylen Brown did. 5 rings by the age of 28, and he's like 26, 27. So, but hey, I mean, yeah. But another good table. Honestly, a table where I just want to sit at and just like hear what they talk about. It could be gossip. It could be shit on each other. It could be shit about other people. Um, Probably KD, Draymond, and Jordan Poole. Yes, the whole incident with Draymond punching Jordan Poole, but I feel like KD is going to be on his burner phone. Draymond's going to be, practicing some moves. It could be on Jordan Poole. And plus, we've never seen KD and Draymond in a room together after Golden State. So it'd be interesting to see how they interact with each other. But hey, those are all hypotheticals. If this happened, I think most likely we'll probably see at a table together. Probably Shaq, Wemby, and Bobo. I feel like that's because there's not too much going on there, not too much drama, and I mean Shaq said it wasn't too bad, so I'm guessing a past and present thing. That'll probably be the most likely table to happen. But hey, it is what it is. So before we end the show, we got one more thing. I'm gonna switch screens real quick. Okay, so before we head out, we did a game version of this with WWE on our WWE not Survivor Series, but Elimination Chamber reactions. Elijah led it. I'm gonna lead it this time. 5 rounds, NBA edition. I actually looked up the game. Don't say what I say. So, Elijah, you ready? 5 rounds. So the first round is going to be name a dunk contest winner.
Okay.
Okay. Going to be 5, 4. There might be a delay. Just heads up. 3, 2, 1.
Nate Robinson.
There you go. Aaron
Gordon never won a dunk contest.
Oh, sorry. I meant to say the person who won it against Aaron Gordon. I fucked up already. I would say Dwight Howard. Wrong Magic player. My apologies. But he said Nate Robinson, so either way, we're good. Next one. Name a number 1 overall pick. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Anthony Bennett.
Markelle Fultz. Oh, damn, we picked both busts. Good pick. So, yeah, if you picked Markelle Fultz or Anthony Bennett, you are out. And that's a crazy name to think of for both of them. Usually people go for, like, the higher ones, like the well-known ones, like the one that didn't.
Yeah, as soon as you said number 1 overall pick, I don't know why his name was the first to pop in my head.
Yeah, most memorable because it didn't pan out. Next one. Let's see. Name a 6th Man of the Year award winner. Ready?
No.
Let me know when you're ready.
I can't remember 6th Man award winner.
You want me to switch it?
No, you don't got to switch it. All right. Okay. I can only think of 3, so.
Well, 1 to 3 shot. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Montrezl Williams. There we go. What was that, 3 or 4?
That was 3.
That's 3. Dunk contest, number 1 overall pick. Oh, yeah, that was 3. Okay. So, number 4. Let's see. Okay, ready? Name a sports basketball movie.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
6
Love
Man.
Basketball. What movie?
The 6 Man.
Was that the Marlon Wayans one?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. My favorite basketball movie of all time is off basketball. So, yeah.
Mine is actually Coach Carter.
Ah, very good one. Shout out Faith Evans. The last one is going to be. We'll go off the We'll go off the sports movie topic. Name a fictional basketball character.
Okay.
It can be TV show or movie.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Zac
Calvin
Efron.
Cambridge. What's yours?
Zac Efron.
Zac
Troy
Efron.
Martin.
Troy Bolton. Gotcha.
Troy Bolton. Yeah.
You know who Calvin Cambridge is?
Yeah. Like Mike.
Perfect. See, cultured. So, hey, if you said any of those 5 down below that we mentioned, either we're in our recording, so you watched the live, or you know us very well. So, we'll have different games, obviously, up below or up top, wherever you want. I don't know where the playlist will be at, but hey, that's a video, and we'll see you next one. Wow. So, hey, that's the show. Anything else we want to bring up before we head out?
Not really, man.
Anything on your mind?
We're in WrestleMania season.
Oh, yeah.
So this Monday night pod happens the same time as Monday Night Raw. So if I'm not paying full attention here, I'm sorry.
I mean, also we can also move it to Tuesdays if you want the NBA pod. I don't mind.
I have service Tuesdays.
Oh yeah. Also, I mean, like I said, I'm always flexible with the schedule. So if Monday Night Raws, we can always move past Raw. Like up to you.
We can talk about it another time. I think we should just leave it as Mondays because WrestleMania season ends in a month. But yes, I'm tapped into Monday Night Raw right now. I paused it for the game, but going right back to it as soon as we end. So there's nothing else to bring up though. But that's really it for me, man.
For me, how do you feel about your the Corona Hoops team this year so far?
We're good. We gotta for lack of better terms, we have to stop. We have to stop. Pause. We have to stop beating ourselves. Pause. That's the only way I can put it. Is just we have to literally, like, we lost Saturday because of the first 4 minutes of the game.
Turnover.
And I think I had about 3 of them myself. So that's on me. My job is not to pass the ball. I wasn't locked in. So my mentality was pass first and see what happens. Maybe the ball gets back to me, but my mentality was pass first this week. That's on me. I was not locked in. We do have a week off right now. I will be locking in next week. And
was it 3-3 right now? I believe the record.
I actually do think we're at 500 right now.
Yeah.
But like I said, I gotta lock it. I just gotta lock in for myself. You feel me? Everybody else, Chen played very well. TJ played very well. The team, like I said, other than the beginning of the game, the team played well. We didn't have either of our point guards either. They were both hurt.
Damn.
But we're fine for real. We just, like I said, bro, we have to just lock in, stop making dumb decisions, stop turning the ball over, and play our roles.
Gotcha. Okay, take the week, recharge, look at everything, lock in fully. Next week you're back.
Yep, we got our next game is on the 16th, so we got time.
Gotcha. So, hey, I mean, for me, NBA season, it's almost at playoff time. Me, John, and Elijah will be on Playback a lot, playback.tv/Baller Central. So if you want to watch games with us on there, feel free to. You also need an NBA League Pass subscription to watch the games with us. So if you have that and the app, feel free to watch games with us. You can chat with us, etc. And if you're lucky enough, maybe we'll bring you on the stage so we can see your face and talk in general. So a lot of that down below. Also, WrestleMania season's coming up. Well, we're in WrestleMania season, but WrestleMania is coming up as the next upcoming PLE. So our predictions and watch party are coming up as well. So stay tuned into that. It just a lot of content for opportunity for us. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Also, I believe what's today? The 4th, correct? The 4th. The 5th or 6th will be our first WWE 2K24 live stream. And Elijah is getting it. I'm getting it. I'm excited to see where this goes off. I'm pretty sure we're going to be petty towards each other some matches, especially with the chance to throw objects and be special guest referee. So I'm excited to see what content me and Elijah do with that. And I'm excited to see what series I can think of. But I do not have the 40 years of WrestleMania content bundle, so it probably won't be that. But if I can buy it, we'll see. So stay tuned into that as well. Just stay tuned on all our socials to know what we're up to. Socials, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. So with that being said, that is the end of the pod from myself and Elijah. John will be back next time. With no NFL pod, we're going to sprinkle in like different videos / games here and there. So stay tuned. For all our audio, you can find it on all the podcasting platforms. If you want to see us visual, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And if you're on Twitch, I will be on in probably like 10-15 minutes, maybe half an hour, to stream some Madden. So stay tuned. And with that being said, our ending song today will be from our boy 8th. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Deuces.
I don't wanna see outside, bro. Houthi ride slow, blue red tie like 5-0. Niggas come slide, but I hide where the streets turn bright and the sides collide, yo. Bulls knee deep in the sheet, 6 feet deep, always where the pride go. Then the game on, nigga, home I stay. If you come roll my way, chromosomes to chrome the dome, my last soon I'm on my way. I got to go on today, sipping too long today. Longer days and wronger ways, be right by my songs today. Wait, then the info translate. Snakes make no sound to the grass mow down, ain't talking manscape. If there ain't toes down, you ain't good round here, round this landscape. Stuck touching all this damn tape. Long yellow strips like road, don't break, don't fold, keep shotty to the handbrake on the time clock. Hoodie on tight, might not make it to my block. But it's on sight, night walks racing the 9-block. Choice of hell with the death door cell, and the pain don't quell that easy. Voice won't tell, not the breath too sell, cause the 2-2 shells is greasy. I don't wanna die just yet, I still cry, never knowing if my time's come. Yeah, I'm a sinner, I know when I confess I'm a sinner. Layers that I undress, but tell them don't put on that tie just yet. I've been high, but I ain't ready for the sky just yet. I'm a sinner, I know when I confess I'm a sinner. Layers that I undress, train side was a one-way. That 155 shit. Cut school cause I'm fried shit. Every blunt on 5-5 shit. Where the wild things are. Single moms where the child things are. Way beyond risk, they be on Crisco. With the gas O's getting stashed up. Them old babies on Cisco. When the distro getting cash up. The old lady like a bistro. Selling sniff low. No snitch go hard for illegal. I'm a sinner. I question hard if I'm evil. I'm a sinner. I know when I confess. If my time come next. Know that mine had a target just cause I'm obsessed with the shine of my colors so divine. Oh yes, ain't inclined to no other men. I kind so blessed. And we still be outside with a pop selling down, selling anything we find. Cause we're so far left behind. Ain't no other niggas close to definition of the grind. We're the greatest affidavits trying to slave us, can't deny. Yeah. I don't wanna die just yet. I still cry, never knowing if my time's come. Yeah, I'm a sinner. I know when I confess, I'm a sinner. Don't put on that tie just yet. I've been high, but I ain't ready for the sky just yet.